thinking, I'm thinking. So it's done. So now, all right. So, but anyway, I lost my mind for a second. So let me get back. So yesterday, in Gye-Nyame, one of the major pieces that we have been struggling with, and I'm quite sure a lot of black organizations have been struggling with as well. What are things that we could provide for our community that would serve our community as well as make it possible for us to be able to live our lives? Our community does not need, even though it can use it, but it does not need part-time support, part-time workers. The predicament that we are in as a group is something that requires 24-hour commitment. And that type of commitment needs to be supported. And people need to be trained to provide the services and in how to be committed to something like that. At Gye-Nyame, our goal is to train not only young people, but those people that's coming into Gye-Nyame. Gye-Nyame has an initiation process. Part of the initiation process, because this is the issue. I had people who would look at me, because I had to kind of apologize to the young men yesterday. And I ain't catch this on film yesterday, because I was kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because one of my big sisters, one of my advisors, came in the room and she looked at shit that's been going on for Gye-Nyame. She been around Gye-Nyame since it began and shit. You know, she got her own tribe. She Gye-Nyame, she family. And she said, Hatim, I don't know how you expect to build up Gye-Nyame and keep Gye-Nyame when you got people who have been initiates for over 8 years. How? How do you expect to grow? And the only thing that hit my mind was, you're right. If I was dealing with average people, you're right. Average people would lose interest. But I'm not looking for average people. I'm looking for people who are willing to sacrifice for long periods of time. I'm looking for people who can be committed when there is no necessarily direct rewards that will be presented to them. I'm looking for those warriors that could be on the battlefield without support. You know what I'm saying? Because that is what we have been dealing with. If you need to be congratulated and thanked on a consistent basis for what you do for our people, let me be clear with you. Let me get eye to eye with you. Gye-Nyame is not the place for you. I just want to be clear. Gye-Nyame is not the place for people who need that. Right? Gye-Nyame is a place for individuals who really want to get into tribe building so that they could get into family building, so that they could get into building themselves up with support. You understand what I'm saying? So what I went through with the brothers yesterday was, first off, we have to start taking our stuff seriously. Boom. Constantly. I'm constantly throwing that out there. Second off, how do we use social media to grow what we do? Thirdly, what are some of the financial streams that could come in so that we can have individuals that are able to work? And why is Brother Hatim talking to y'all about not going out and getting a job, but learning how to work for us? See, because even with the entrepreneurial shit, our language is all fucked up. Say we got to do for self. You know what I'm saying? I work for myself. No. No, it's wrong. We gotta do for us. We gotta do for us. And I work for us. I work for we. You understand? Because the language makes it like, once again, you're an island. The whole language is constructed around individualism, and if you come into the language with a broken and a shattered and an oppressed lens, when you start hearing the language, it starts shaping your mind to honestly get you to start believing that it's all about you. So not only do you have to attack this hill by yourself, when you fail to do the goddamn absolutely impossible, you also blame yourself, which enables you to not only put yourself under an immense amount of stress, right? But it also leads to depression, anger, and other behaviors that will flow out of that shit. Because how do you feel about yourself if everything you tried to do was a failure? You start to believe that it's you. You start to believe the self-help gurus that you're not working hard enough. You're not hustling hard enough. You start believing it. And what happens? You start feeling depressed. You start getting lost. And you have no support. So what I'm trying to get the young people and what I'm trying to get you out there, those that take the time to listen to me, go off about shit, that watch the show and come in and toast with us and do our ritual and understand what I mean when I'm talking about a systematic process and applying a systematic process to your life, and understand what I mean when I'm talking about a culturally appropriate diet, or I'm talking about a cultural stabilizing holiday. You speak the language. You understand what I mean when I say Imani Day. You understand what I mean when I say open up your reticular formation and seek out the principle of the day. You understand what I mean when I say the proverb of the day and the importance of the proverb of the day, and how it's not just something fancy so that you could throw it out and seem like you're intelligent, but something that you wrap your mind into and you go deeper with it. Still, those of you that understand why I stress the idea of folk tales and learning not only how to define the folk tales and use them in our lives, but how to create them. Those are the people that the Gye-Nyame is for. Those are the people, that's who I'm looking for. That requires somebody who could be involved for 8 years and not move. Because they're not looking for external stuff. They're not looking for that external validation. They just want family. So by the time they move through the ranks, they are not only going to be able to move through the ranks, but they're going to be able to train the next generations. I'm looking for my replacement. God damn it. And I'm telling all my young people, I don't want you to get a job. Let me say that again. I don't want you to get a job. I want you to make a job. I want you to create a job within this family, serving this family, and serving your community. Because there's more than enough money flowing around this mug to do it. We might have to create our own toilet paper. I mean, everybody use it. We might have to create our own lotion and shampoo. We all use them. We might need to create our own soap. We might need to corner the green market and push Kroger's and Big Bear or Myers or whatever the name of those stores are. Push them all out. Giant Eagle, you got to go. The greens belong to us. We might need to come up with our own health supplements. We might have to have our creative writers be able to come up with e-magazines and e-newspapers. We might need to create our own ebooks constantly. We might need to come up with courses all the damn time. We might need to continuously stream every day. But there is resources. Ujamaa is active in our community. And once we plug into it, our principles won't let us down. You know why? They don't know why, Brother Hatim. But those of you that's been with me for a while already know why. Because the best life is achieved by engagement in systematic processes. Y'all don't hear me. I have not been, I don't play with this at all. I'm constantly building. I'm constantly trying to improve. I'm constantly trying to add to what we're doing. And I'm looking for other people who feel the same way. Gye-Nyame is my life. Gye-Nyame is my life. You understand? And those are the people we're looking for. Those are the spirits that we're looking for. Those are the spirits that are going to be able to build a powerful tribe. And once the tribe is powerful, and even while the tribe is moving into being powerful, they're going to be able to create powerful families. They're going to be able to create powerful families. And those powerful families are going to create powerful individuals on all levels. I'm confident. I woke up this morning after yesterday's meeting and I felt so good to look around the room, and I got 6 young warriors in the room. 6! I know people like, oh, they ain't a lot, you know. I got 6 young people who have been involved with me damn near since kindergarten. Since kindergarten. How many of y'all can say that? Since kindergarten. Been all over the country with the fam. And the other, I had some at work. I had some out of the state. They ain't even all of them. We even had some that might have been getting out of prison, but that's a whole nother, I'm just joking. Just joking. Kinda. But you know what I'm saying? We've been getting busy. So we got our camping trip coming up. We're gonna start doing our fundraiser, and we're gonna need your assistance. Oh man, we're gonna need your assistance, family. You know what I'm saying? You need to go and hit us up at gnjmedia.support. That's gnjmedia.support. Let me go and type that up on the screen so that you can get it. Is gnjmedia.support. Wow. There you go. gnjmedia.support. You know what I'm saying? Those that say, well, Brother Hatim, I don't want to commit to a monthly piece, but I do want to donate. You can hit us up at our Cash App. It's cash sign, capital G, capital N, capital J, capital M, EDIA. That's cash sign, G&J Media, capital G, capital M, capital J, capital M, EDIA. I said that wrong. Capital J, capital G, capital N, capital J, capital M, EDIA. Right? You can Cash App us. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Just say, boom, this is for the camping trip, or this is for G&J Media support, so that the people that are handling that for us, so that the person on the team that's handling that can go ahead and be able to apply that money to where it needs to go. I ain't trying to go to jail, but I will. I ain't scared. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what we do here. It's all about it. We bout it. This is what we do. Right? And it's only getting better. Oh my God. I mean, we are 1 commitment away from an explosion. I don't think y'all heard me. Family, we are one commitment away from an explosion. One commitment away. Please understand me. One commitment away. That's it. That's it. See, because with the core we got right now, one commitment away. Right? We need our members to understand that Gye-Nyame is yours. And as we say, no one will treat your shit better than you do, nor should they. This is yours. Where we going with it? We playing with it, or we serious about it? This is how Brother Hatem is able to hold on to this shit for 8 years. See, and then also, I want to stress this. Lack of focus is the downfall of a lot of our groups and a lot of our businesses. Many times, because of how we live, many of us are trying to do too much at one time, rather than focusing on what it is that we need to. We need to pick one. We need to become adults, right? Become warriors and decide on what am I gonna focus on. Multiple projects we can't do. Some of y'all, and this might go over some of y'all head. Some of y'all might disagree with it, but I'm telling you right now, once you really decide on what it is you're gonna do, and you start focusing on it, it has no choice but to blow up or flop. Blow up or flop. What do you mean? Brother, I didn't wait. Wait, that's a messed up choice. Listen to me. If it blow up, you learn, you apply, you add something else. Right? If it flops, you have a data-rich experience that you will not only be able to rebuild something else from, right? How can I put it? When we fail, we learn a real lesson that if we don't get all up into our feelings, we can apply it to other aspects of our life. People don't understand me when I say, listen, I ain't doing shit if I can't find a way to incorporate Gye-Nyame into it. And people laugh. But really, when it comes down to it, Gye-Nyame, in all of his incarnations in my life, has provided me with support. When I tell you that the culture will provide for you, if you provide for it, I'm 100% proof. But Brother Hatem, you ain't rich, but I ain't hungry. I ain't walking. I ain't homeless. My kids got everything that they need. I'm able to supply shit for people all around me, in my direct family and my indirect family and my tribe. You don't believe me? Don't ask me. Ask those that's around me. Ask those that's in the circle, family. I'm not bullshitting you. Because since 1990, me coming, I'm going to push it back a little bit. Since 1995, I have been living off of this. This has been incorporated. This has been my lifestyle. But Brother Hatim, you wasn't streaming back then. Back then it was the Underground Railroad. See, y'all don't even know the history, right? Back then it was the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad. What was going on with the Underground Railroad, Brother Hatim? Underground Railroad, right? Got me all the jobs between 1997 and damn near 2000. The Underground Railroad and transitioning into Gye-Nyame journey has kept me afloat. Kept me afloat that whole time. And from 2000 up to now, it's 2021? Gye-Nyame kicked in with all the transitions. Been building and doing what I do. I have been able to incorporate and add flavor to everything else that I was doing and be able to make a living. Now, the next phase for me in my life and those that's coming behind me is prosperity. And this is not no prosperity ministry. This is what I mean. I've been doing it so long now that I have a mechanism where I could jump people right past the survival phase into the phase where they are able to live life, because I do not come from a starvation culture. I come from a culture of individuals that have always been able to take a little bit and make a lot. So what happens when you get at those individuals who have been used to working with so little for so long? What happens to them when you give that same group of people abundance or access to resources? I'm gonna take my drink on that. I want y'all to think about that. I'm not playing. But hey, that's my rant for the day. Anime mad at me right now. Anime mad at me because I didn't say, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle, builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. And of course you know that this is the Daily Toast and Talk Imani. And it's a Heart of a Simple production. All day, every day, where we strive, to blow up your old paradigms.